about to pour the polyurethane for, essentially it was supposed to be for the dragon, and then I also had a couple others that I had aside, more or less waiting for enough projects to do polyurethane kind of thing. And then on top of that, I have a couple of the layered 3D deer kind of things, and then that snowflake as well. So I got a couple things that I can do polyurethaning on. I've mentioned in a previous video I'd like to do them in batches, because lots of times I do pour it into this kind of, well, you can see it's like a cookie sheet, and then I can put it in and flip and dip, and then it gets all into all the curves and everything like that. And then afterwards, I pour it back in the container. But there's always some residue that you just kind of inherently lose, more or less. So that's why I like doing it in batches of at least a couple kind of thing. Just reduces waste, because like if I did, this one and you lose whatever, even if it's minimal, like half an ounce or whatever, and then you do another pour and you do that and that, every single time if you do it, you're still losing that same amount, so it compiles. So instead, if I can get 3 at once, and then you lose a bit on one pour, but you got 3 or 4 things out of it, just helps keep costs down, helps keeps waste down, and etc. But yeah, and then once these get uh, the polyurethane, I have it set up here right now where I got my little, so that's just a paint can lid with some screws through it. This is just a chunk of styrofoam with some nails in it, and then basically those projects will come over here, and that's what they'll sit on to dry and cure. And then they only have a couple points of contact on the back side, which gets a felt backer anyways. But also, like, that allows me to coat the entire thing at once instead of doing one side, putting it down, letting it dry and cure, and then flipping it, doing it in like 2 halves. I could do it all at once, kind of thing. And then yeah, I got the ornaments. I'll probably just completely put into the actual container itself if they fit. But that's gonna be pretty much it for now. Just because this, I don't really have anywhere to set up a camera, because I'm gonna be kind of going back and forth and moving around, and once I get the polyurethane I get on my fingers, I don't want to be touching the phone and camera and stuff. But as I mentioned before, especially now that I sanded it and got the pattern off, you can really see that grain I was talking about and the color difference. Like, you have the very light to the very kind of, I say kind of orangey-ish. I'll probably take another video right after I get everything coated and set aside. I'll do another one where you can see what it looks like afterwards, because once it's all coated, that color pops a lot more. But as of right now, that's the finished product before the polyurethane finish. And then the next one I'll try to show starting with this, and if you do it back to back, you maybe see the color change kind of thing.